So the Las Vegas Raiders have a lot of moves that need to be made for this upcoming 2024 NFL draft. In this video, we're going to be talking about 3 potential trades that the Las Vegas Raiders can make in this 2024 NFL draft with the 13th overall pick. Will they move up to go get a quarterback? We will talk about it, and we'll see what trades that Just Blah Baby have out there, and I will give you my opinion on it. So play that intro.
I didn't care as much about being respected as I cared from the standpoint of winning about being feared and being imitated. And then respect could come after that.
What is going on, Raider Nation? What is going on? It is your boy Darian coming to you live with another video. It is the Nothing But Raider podcast. Shout out to all the subscribers that has subscribed to the YouTube page. If this is your first time ever being at the YouTube page, we highly suggest that you subscribe, hit the bell button, and get the latest news and all Raiders news. And just to let y'all know, we are 3 subscribers away from 8,000 subscribers. So make sure we hit the 8,000 subscriber mark by the end of the Super Bowl. I know the Super Bowl is on today, but I don't care. We're going to be doing Raiders news. So let's get into it and let's talk about it. 3 potential trades that the Las Vegas Raiders can do to move up from the 13th overall pick in this first round. So let's talk about it and let's get into it. Now, the first team that the Raiders could trade up with in the 2024 NFL draft is the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders will receive the 4th overall pick, and the Arizona Cardinals will receive the 13th overall pick, the 77th overall pick, and a 2025 first round pick. The Cardinals don't have a glaring role right now on their team and could look to trade down to gain some capital. After drafting Perry Johnson Jr. last season, who arguably the best tackle in the draft, may target Marvin Harrison Jr. This year, they add some weapons to their young quarterback, Kyler Murray. The Cardinals pick at 4 overall and will presumably be stubborn to give up their draft position due to the need at the wide receiver position and Harrison Jr. being on the board. This doesn't mean they won't be willing to trade, but if the Raiders really need to add some serious capital to make this worth a while. Last season, the Cardinals finished at the bottom half of the offense and the bottom half of the defense. It doesn't help that they play in a very competitive division. The NFC West saw the Seahawks, Rams, and 49ers make runs at the playoffs, and the 49ers made it to the Super Bowl. The Cardinals went with Monty Ossenfort as their new general manager this past offseason and brought in Jonathan Gannon as their new head coach. While the new regime is still tied to Kyler Murray in his monster deal, the GM may want to gain some draft picks to help rebuild this team for the future. This could lead to the Raiders trading up to the number 4th overall pick and taking the top quarterback or Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, the second team that the Las Vegas Raiders can trade up with is the Chicago Bears. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders will get the 9th overall pick, and the Chicago Bears will receive the 13th overall pick, the 77th overall pick, and wide receiver Hunter Renfrow. The Bears have 2 picks within the first 10 picks and could look to move one of them for the right price. Last year, the Bears gave up a 1st overall pick to the Panthers, who took Bryce Young and gave the Bears the 1st overall pick once again. Like the Arizona Cardinals, they don't have glaring hole for a team need like last year, and for the right price, they could trade back. The Raiders shouldn't target the 1st pick, but rather the 9th pick. At this point, the Raiders could get JJ McCarthy, since I expect him to go to Denver at number 12. The Raiders could also grab the best corner in the draft in Nate Wiggins, or a bolster of defensive trenches like Latu Latu. The Bears are in a huge pickle right now. They have an above average quarterback who they traded for a receiver who are looking to get more weapons for him. The biggest problem with the Bears is their head coach. Their head coach is a name for himself with the dominant Colts defense from 2018 to 2021 and was hired by the Bears to turn around an awful team culture there. This year, the Chicago Bears decided to retake retain their head coach for what presumably is his final season in Chicago if they don't make the playoffs, but fired Luke Getsy after an abysmal showing against the Green Bay Packers in the final game of the year. According to Just Blog Baby, they doubt that the Bears will move on from their first overall pick again this season, but they may move back a few spots to gain another receiver for Justin Fields. Now, the third team that the Las Vegas Raiders can trade up in the 2024 NFL Draft is the Tennessee Titans. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders will receive the 8th overall pick, and the Tennessee Titans will receive the 13th overall pick, the 77th overall pick, and the 112th overall pick. The Titans pick at number 8 overall and could look to trade back as they will be rebuilding this offseason. After the surprise firing of Mike Vrabel and the looming release of Derrick Henry, the Titans are looking to build through their draft once again. Last season, they picked up Will Levis and offensive tackle Peter Skoronski to lead the charge, but they need some defensive backs this year. With the depth of some defensive backs, I could see the Titans trading back a few places to gain some draft picks in the rebuilding phase. The Raiders moving up to number 7 overall opens the door for a lot of different angles. They could go with the best edge defender in Dallas Turner, or go get another receiver in Rome Oduzane, or even a super aggressive JJ McCarthy at that position too. This season, the Titans were a disappointment, especially because we only saw Levis come after Tannehill was injured. The departure of Mike Vrabel was surprising but not shocking due to the team's lack of success in largely uncompetitive AFC South. The Titans will presumably begin rebuilding era with their new head coach Brian Callahan, who's experienced in developing young quarterbacks. Although trading a rookie head coach for a player favorite is an odd choice, and somehow the Titans always seem to shoot themselves in the foot. If Marvin Harrison Jr. is on the board 8 overall, the Titans don't trade this pick away. But if he goes before number 8 overall, I could see the new regime getting some draft capital and later wrapped up to help rebuild the team. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I think all 3 teams are possible of trading out of them picks. Now, if the Las Vegas Raiders can get in the top 10, being at number 8 or number 9, even at number 4, even at number 6, no matter who it is there, if we could get in the single digits in this draft, I think we go get a quarterback. I just don't see us moving up and going to get a defensive player or going to get a wide receiver. So this is according to justblogbaby.com. These are not my scenarios, but I do like the scenarios with the draft pick, what they will be receiving and what we will be getting to get back in that top 10. Now, me personally, I do like the Hunter Renfrow when it comes to Chicago Bears. You giving up a player to go up and move up to the number 9th overall pick. I do like that. I do like the Arizona Cardinals pick too. The Arizona Cardinals, they give us the 4th overall pick. We could definitely make some moves at different quarterbacks like a Drake May or Jaden Daniels or anything of that nature. There's so many ways you could do it at number 4. Now, the number 8 is kind of interesting with the Tennessee Titans, knowing that they could trade back and still get some draft capital. But I do like all 3 of these trades to get us in the top 10 to try to go get a quarterback. I don't see the Las Vegas Raiders moving up to go get a wide receiver or go get a defensive end or go get the best corner in the draft. I understand that we probably need other holes, but I do think we need to go look at a quarterback in my personal opinion. So me, honestly, I like all 3 of these, and shout out to justblogbaby.com for putting this article out and I'm receiving it to y'all. But this is my personal opinion. I think all 3 picks with all 3 scenarios will be good for Arizona, for Chicago, and Tennessee. If I had to put them in order, I will go with Chicago first, I will go with Arizona second, and I'll go with Tennessee last. It keeps us in the top 10, number 8 or number 9 or even number 4. I would take those and trade those picks to go get the quarterback that we need right now. I understand people love Aiden O'Connell and stuff like that, but we do need an upgrade at the quarterback position. We all know that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be gone at the end of probably post June 1st or probably before June 1st. We just don't know. But Raider Nation, how do you feel about these 3 team scenarios in a 2024 NFL Draft? Put it in your comments below and make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's the Nothing But Raider podcast, and I will see you on the next live stream or in the next video. Peace.